Welcome to Selenium tutorial 2. In this tutorial we'll work with Selenium WebDriver, but first of all an introduction to WebDriver. WebDriver is an open source and free tool. It was released in the year 2009 and it is a very popular tool for test automation of web applications. Now the difference between Selenium IDE and Selenium WebDriver is that the Selenium IDE works only with the Firefox browser, but WebDriver works with multiple browsers like Firefox, IE, Chrome, and other browsers. It also works on a number of operating systems like Windows, Mac, Linux, and Solaris. And in WebDriver, you have to write your own test automation code in any programming language that is supported. So WebDriver supports a number of popular programming languages like Java, C#, Ruby, Python, and so on. WebDriver is really powerful and fun to use, so it makes it a very popular tool of choice for test automation of web applications. Now let us get started with WebDriver. First of all, let us see where we can get WebDriver. So first of all, you have to go to the official Selenium website, which is www.seleniumhq.org. Then go to the download tab, and in the download tab there are different sections for different tools. For example, the first section is for Selenium IDE. If you scroll a little below, you will come across Selenium WebDriver. In this demo, we'll be using the Java programming language, so we need to download Selenium WebDriver for Java. Now one thing to keep in mind is that Selenium WebDriver is not a tool with its own UI or something that you need to install, etc. Basically it is a library of built-in methods that work on different web browsers like Firefox, Internet Explorer, and Chrome. So we need to download the Selenium WebDriver library and use it along with our programming language of choice in order to create the test automation script. So within the Selenium WebDriver section, just click on the download link over here, and it says where do you want to save this file. So I'm going to save this file in my local computer, so I can save it in WebDriver, and let me save it over here. So it takes a few seconds to save it. Now it is in the form of a zip archive, so I need to unzip it also. So let me just do that. So I saved it over here, and the Selenium WebDriver is now downloaded. So let me close this, and now I can extract it, and I can extract it in the same folder. Now meantime it is extracting. So what we are going to do is use Selenium WebDriver and automate a test on a web application. So today what we are going to do is automate some user actions on the Wikipedia website. So let me show you what we are trying to achieve today. So if I go to Wikipedia, so on the Wikipedia homepage there are links for Wikipedia sections of different languages. So I want to click on English. Then once it is on the English Wikipedia main page, there I want to search for a term. There is a text box on the main English page of Wikipedia, and there I can type in the search term that I want to search. So this is the main English page of Wikipedia. So I'm going to search for software and submit this page. So since software has just one article in Wikipedia, it will directly take us to the software page. And then I want to close the browser. So this is what we are trying to achieve today. Now let us see how we can accomplish these user actions in Selenium WebDriver. So this is the Eclipse IDE for Java developers. If you don't have it, you can go to www.eclipse.org, and from there you can download the latest Eclipse editor. So all I have done is created a new Java project. You can create a Java project by giving file new Java project and give the name. Then it comes with an SRC folder built into it. Within SRC we can create any package. This is an optional step really. And within the package or the SRC folder, you can right click and click on new class, and then it will ask you what is the name of the class. And in my case, I gave the name of the class as test Wikipedia. Now before I start writing code with WebDriver, I have to include the WebDriver reference to this project. So how to include it is you right click on the project and you go to the project properties, then go to the Java build path, and here click on add external jars. Now the external jars are in this folder that we just extracted, not this one. So let me remove this, add external jars, and here there is going to be a folder. So let me find where it is. D downloads WebDriver, then this was a zip file selenium-java-2.4.0. This is the folder which we unzipped. So it contains a folder of the same name, and within this we get a couple of jar files. So select both of them and click on open, and there are more jar files, but they are within the libs folder. So within libs I just do a Control A and select all of them and click on open and just click on OK. So now this particular project, Selenium Tutorial 2, has a reference to all the latest Selenium WebDriver jar files. So basically it has all the Selenium WebDriver latest code available. So let us get started with writing the code. So first what I want to do is create a driver object. So in Selenium the type of that object is WebDriver. So I give the data type as WebDriver. WebDriver driver is equal to new, and I want to use Firefox browser. WebDriver driver is equal to new Firefox driver. Now here you can see a couple of errors are over here. That is because we have not put the import statement. So if you hover your mouse on the error, it gives you some quick fixes. So I can import the WebDriver, and it is showing where exactly in the Selenium WebDriver jar files this class is present. So just click on import WebDriver, and similar thing we can do for the Firefox driver, import Firefox driver. So automatically Eclipse adds those import statements. So I have created the driver object. Now what I want to do is navigate to the Wikipedia main website. So the command for that is get. So driver.get, and after get we can give the URL. So I can give the entire URL http://www.wikipedia.org. Then once it navigates over there, I want to click on the English link. So first I need to reference it. So there is a object web element. So I have just created a link object of the type web element, and import this one also. And what I want to do is find this link on the main Wikipedia page. So I can give link is equal to driver dot, and the method to find an element on the web page is find element. So I give find element, and there are several ways to find the element, but we have to use the by method. So I'm going to use by dot link text, because I know that the text is always going to contain English, and this is where I want to go. So I get a reference to the link. Now what I want to do is click on that link so that it takes me to the English website. So link dot click method, sorry, not clear. I want to click on that link, and then I just wanted to wait there for some time. So we can use the thread dot sleep command of Java, and here give the time in milliseconds. So let us say I just want to wait for 5000 milliseconds or 5 seconds. Then once we are on the English main page of Wikipedia, what we need to do is enter our search term in the search text box. But before that, we have to get rid of this error. So thread.sleep can throw an exception. So what we can do is just click on add throws exception, and that will take care of it. So there are no errors. In fact, you cannot run a Java program if there are any compilation errors in it. It simply won't run. So next, what I want to do is create a reference to the search text box. So create another web element search box, and I need to find the search box on the English page. So search box is equal to driver dot find element, and I know the ID of that element is search input. So I'm going to use by.id, and I can put in the ID here, search input. So I have found out the search box. Now what I want to do is type in my search term inside the search box. So the command, WebDriver command for that is send keys, search box dot send keys, and what I want to type in the search box is software. Then again I want it to just wait for some time, so I am going to put another sleep for 5 seconds, and meanwhile it can wait, and after that I just want to close the browser instance of WebDriver. So I give driver.quit. So that is the code that I already demonstrated on the Wikipedia page. So all we need to do now is run it to see if it works as per our expectation. So I am running it now, and once WebDriver runs, it can create a new instance of the Firefox browser. So you can see it has opened an instance of the Firefox browser, and down below you can see WebDriver is written over here. My hands are away from the keyboard and the mouse, and automatically it is going to find the web element with English and go to the English main page. So you can see the URL has already updated, and it is on the English Wikipedia website. And once it is over there, it will look for okay, so the English page is there. It has put the software search term, and then quit. One thing we missed over here is that we did not actually navigate to the software page. That is because we did not submit it. So we can just give search box dot submit, and that will take care of it. So let us just run it one more time to see everything works as per our expectation. Working with Selenium WebDriver is very easy, and WebDriver has a lot of powerful commands that you can use in your test automation. You can implement the logic, any logic that you can implement in a programming language, and use those powerful features of the programming language along with the powerful features of Selenium WebDriver, and you can easily automate your test cases and create your automated test scripts in Selenium WebDriver in the programming language of your choice. So in the execution, we are on software, and now it should submit it, meaning press enter on the page to repost it, and now you can see the URL is updated and Wikipedia is on the software page. And then after waiting 5 seconds, it will automatically close the browser instance of Firefox. So that is how we do the test automation in WebDriver. One powerful advantage of WebDriver is that it works in multiple browsers. We can work in Firefox, so we can work in Internet Explorer, we can work in Chrome, we can work in Opera, we can work in Safari. So let us see how we can update our automated test script over here to use instead of using Firefox, we can use Internet Explorer. So the way to do it is very simple. So all we need to do is I'm going to comment out the line over here. In Internet Explorer, we have to do one more thing, and that is we have to set a property. So I'm writing system dot set property, and we have to give a couple of values here. This is just a one-time activity, webdriver.ie.driver, and here I have to give the path of where I have downloaded this file. This file is also available from the Selenium hq.org website. Now after this, all I need to do is last time we put WebDriver driver is equal to new Firefox driver, but this time what we are going to do is put WebDriver driver is equal to new Internet Explorer driver. And here there is an error, that is because we have not put the import statement. So let us put the import statement over here, and that is the only change we need to make in this automated test script. Earlier it was running with Firefox, but now it should run with the Internet Explorer browser. So let us run this now to see if it works with Internet Explorer. Exactly the same code that we have already written. So you can see WebDriver has launched Internet Explorer browser. It has navigated to the Wikipedia website, and now it should click on the English link to go to the English Wikipedia main page. And yes, it has done that. Then it should type software in the search text box and submit that form to go to the software Wikipedia page. So it has typed software. Now it should navigate to the software Wikipedia page and then automatically close the Internet Explorer browser. So that is how simple it is to switch from one browser to another. So I hope this give you some idea and appreciation about Selenium WebDriver. For more details, you can contact us for the Selenium IDE and Selenium WebDriver training. We cover a number of topics in that training. First of all, we covered object-oriented programming concepts. Then we cover the Java programming and then we cover Selenium WebDriver commands in detail, and we also cover TestNG, unit testing framework, and also page object pattern. So you can find the contact details in the description below this video, and you can take that training for getting very deep knowledge of Selenium WebDriver and programming logic with Java, so that you can be very competent at web test automations using Selenium WebDriver. Thank you.